In Thailand, there are 4.3 million economically disadvantaged or underprivileged children and youth who do not have access to education. Over 600,000 Thai children are out of school, with another 2 million at risk of being left behind. In addition, there are hundreds of thousands of migrant, refugee, and undocumented children who have no access to education. The main reasons of inequity in education in Thailand are the standards of schools, the quality of teachers, and social or economic status. Children who are from very low-income families have limited opportunities to get to higher education or secure good jobs. Only 5% of youth from the poorest 20% of the Thai population will have the opportunity to continue their studies at the tertiary level. All of this causes Thailand to lose up to 200 billion baht per year in economic prospects and is a massive obstacle to developing human capacities and achieving SDG 4. To address this serious issue, the government of Thailand is investing to expand more equitable educational opportunities. For this purpose, the Equitable Education Fund of Thailand was established under the Equitable Education Act 2018. This is Thailand's first Equitable Education Act. EEF was established under such an act with an aim to provide financial support for children and youth who are in greatest need. It also seeks to form partnerships with different groups and conduct systematic research to support and develop teachers' effectiveness. The development of the Act involved the following processes. 1. The Constitution of the Kingdom of Thailand of 2017 entered into force, with Article 54 stipulating the Thai government to establish an education fund to improve equity in education. 2. The Independent Committee for Education Reform was established to overhaul Thailand's educational sector and promote equity in education. The subcommittee of the Equitable Education Fund was created. 3. Public hearing on EEF was conducted online and in 6 selected provinces, and consultations were held with concerned ministries. 4. The draft Equitable Education Fund Act was developed and subsequently endorsed by the Cabinet. 5. Finally, the draft Act passed in the National Legislative Assembly of Thailand, and the Equitable Education Fund Act of 2018 was published in the Royal Thai Government Gazette and came into force. EEF is under the supervision of the Prime Minister, governed by a Board of Governance which is appointed by the Cabinet, and has a multi-sectoral structure across ministries. It is independently managed and mainly financed by government funding and donations with special tax incentives. Let's look at EEF's main programs. The Conditional Cash Transfer Program provides funding to the poorest primary and secondary school age students to support their transportation to school, meals, and learning development activities. The Information System for Equitable Education, or IC program, is an information sharing platform of over 4 million disadvantaged children and youth. The data maps students by province, which helps to identify underprivileged and out-of-school children. EEF also provides an area-based education model in 20 provinces in Thailand, which aims to strengthen integrated provincial-level collaboration mechanisms. The targets are preschool-aged children and out-of-school children and youth. Another focus of EEF is strengthening and developing the quality and efficiency of teachers and schools. 800 schools around the country are participating in EEF's School Improvement Scheme. To support disadvantaged youth to secure better jobs, EEF Vocational Innovation Scholarships have been awarded to more than 2,400 students in Thailand. Sizable funding is also provided for research, innovation, and international collaboration on equitable education. EEF has its own research institute, EEFI, that develops innovative research and technology and works closely with international partners for equitable education and human development in Thailand at both local and national levels. Through EEF's mission to expand more equitable educational opportunities for those who are in the greatest need, economically disadvantaged and underprivileged children and youth in Thailand can be well supported to improve their lives through inclusive and equitable quality education.